There we go. Hi, welcome to Thaerennor. I forgot to unmute myself. I'm a professional streamer, and my name is Sir Chris. Welcome to the Casual Kingdom. And today, we are embarking into a homebrewed world of my own creation that we will be using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition to... Siejo! Hey, buddy, what's up? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Now I'm really nervous. Siejo's here. So... we're using Pathfinder 2nd Edition to explore my world. I'm going to take a moment to introduce my players. Inhumane Cargo. Say hi, Inhumane.
Bonjour. Hello, everybody.
Thank you for giving a shout out to Siejo, my dear. Siejo is a wonderful streamer. His vibes are immaculate.
Oh, I don't know that guy. I've never played that guy.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you have. No, he's very good at Warframe. His streams are fantastic places to hang out. If you like good vibes and a friendly atmosphere, that is... Oh, well, thank you so much for the subscription, Siejo. Oh. Yeah, but seriously, if you're looking for a good time, his stream is where to go for it. To introduce now my second player, Lori. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
So, this is Lori's first time playing a role-playing game. Which is cool because I'm really honored that it gets to be with me.
You broke... Hey, you broke my cherry.
Oh, good grief. Well, on that most interesting note... We'll get right on into this. So, I would like to draw everyone's attention here. I believe everyone should be over here now. Let's see. Can everyone see this?
I currently have a black screen.
You have a black screen? Okay, this is why I am not a professional at this. This is our first time going through all of this business.
I have it, but it took a little bit to get there, so...
Okay, so you have it. Excellent.
I do.
Not a problem. I swear I've never done this before. Which is true. Why is the scene not showing up for some players? That's okay. We're learning this as we go.
It's theater of the mind now, bitches.
It actually is theater of the mind. Literally, just close your eyes and you see what's on the screen. Okay, so that did nothing. So we're going to come back here. And then we're going to go over here. Let's see. Ah, there we go. All right, that should have worked. Did that work?
I have a thing, yeah.
You have a thing. Excellent. All right.
I see towers, I see trees, I see fields.
Excellent. Actually,
Fields of green.
Interestingly enough, this is a really nice picture of France.
I was going to say, I definitely see a power line in the far background, but well, it's not there. It's not there.
It's you see nothing. You see nothing.
I've seen.
I'll say that's just practice for some kind of balancing juggling act, right?
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
a clothesline. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't care.
it's a clothesline for giants.
I was gonna say.
Look, I don't know who lives in this town. I haven't been there. I'm a visitor. I'm not here to judge.
Right, there might be Vorkasha here. There might be a few giant worm kin. Who knows? So here we go. All right. This one to that one? Yes. Aeldor is a thriving city southwest of the God's Hard Depths inland sea. Sitting on a major lane of commerce, Aeldor has been gifted with constant trade and growth, and due to this, has thrived. In a strange twist of fate, Aeldor's two major trade prospects are local breweries, which benefit from the clear, pure waters flowing out of the inland sea, along with booming wheat farms surrounding the city on three sides, and handmade home accessories, most frequently being handcrafted doors. A common joke among travelers is that the people planned it that way, and while the folks of Aeldor never actually planned it, they don't mind joking along. Aeldor's population is wildly varied. While there is a strong human presence, there are so many different peoples that it almost doesn't seem like it. A diverse population has helped make Aeldor strong in both community and commerce. There are little pockets of ethnic groups here and there, but by and large, the citizens of Aeldor run the full spectrum of anything one could ever expect to see. Shipping from the southwest coast to the Sea of Winds to the God's Heart depths passes through the city, making steady work at the Twin-Tail River shipping lanes a great option for travelers looking to make some honest coin for honest but hard labor. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes, okay. Let's see, get rid of that. Okay, excellent. Sorry about that. I had to just fix something real quick. The First Church of the Sky's Benediction has its primary temple here, and it is a bedrock of worship for all the citizens. Though devoted to Zelikos and the light, worshippers of every god are welcome, and the church does its best to acclimate those with special ritual requests. Aeldor's governance is undertaken by a council of elected elders from the various mercantile, religious, and social groups, who then report to a group-elected governor and lawmeister. This lawmeister is the de facto leader in charge of both the city's security and its defense in times of socio-political conflict. A sheriff and general, all in one. Most notably for you, however, is the city's annual holiday celebration, the Defiant Nights, also known as the Knights of Defiance, or the Dark Trial by the Elves and Dwarves. Weeks ago, the invitations arrived, letters sent out via Imperial couriers along the various trade routes, and to the different corners of Thaerennor. A call to serve in celebration. To some, a familiar call, and to others, a first. To travel across Thaerennor, the Night Stability Force, or NSF, has requested your service with the promise of food, coverage of travel costs, and payment upon the night's completion. Who could pass it up? Inhumane, who was it that received your character's invitation? Tell us who you are, describe them, and where they were when the invitation arrived.
What? I'm sorry.
Tell us who you are, describe your character, and where they were when the Mystic Courier showed up. Just give us a little bit about your character.
Uteuven of the Midnight Snack, purveyor of magical items and antiquities, magi at your service. A grin will reveal a small set of fangs. He's tall and slim, probably elven of some kind. Dressed to the T, like a traveling mage, calf-length boots, breeches belted smartly. leather plates over the thighs and knee, and has a long coat. Most likely with Gilead, or the Old Man, as most people know him, at the time of delivery.
Excellent. And your character took this opportunity as a chance to set out into the world and get some more worldly experience on their own, right?
I haven't been there yet in my travels.
Okay. Excellent. So this will be your character's first time in Aeldor.
A little bit of cash would really help get some more things in my pockets, other than money.
Sure. After all, collection is the name of the game. Lori, who greeted the Imperial Messenger when their letter arrived? And where were they at the time?
So, I'm Garma Palethorpe. I am a traveling assistant to my dearest and closest friend Artemis Palethorpe. I assist him in, how would I describe it? The Ritual of Death. We give the dead, I guess a good showing upon their leaving of this earth. I encountered him on my travels. I was kind of a little lost. He offered me a job and some guidance to work my way around this world. I didn't initially want to necessarily go, especially because I haven't traveled much without him, but he suggested that I seek out someone named Marcus while I'm there. So I am here, not so much begrudgingly, but more confused. But I trust Artemis's guidance. I trust him with my life. So I'm here. I've never been here before. So here I am.
And give us a little bit to go on in so far as appearance. What does
Sure.
Garma look like?
I am a short in stature, grayish fox-appearing creature. I wear primarily dark clothing because I am employed as a caretaker for the dead. So yeah. But I do have a fox-like tail, a fox face, and I definitely observe more than I speak.
Excellent. And your outfit is mostly dark? Anything stand out about it?
I've got some flair to my dagger. I'm primarily dark. Artemis wants me to get a little fancier. He is the showman of the two of us, I guess you would say. But I prefer to be more reserved.
Well, excellent. Garma Uteuven, welcome to Aeldor. You'd each arrive at Aeldor at different times during the week leading up to the holiday, but your badges can only be issued the morning of the event. Garma, you arrived 2 days before this celebration, entering the town close to sundown. What would you do at that time? Anything particular, or basically just settle in?
I would settle in for sure. I'm more of the observant than a speaker.
Okay.
So, while most people I could see are getting prepared for the festival, happy going into bars because breweries are the thing, I'm not quite ready to venture into a social setting just yet. So I'm just seeking a place to quietly reflect.
Okay. So probably staying at the tavern, maybe only going out to get like a handful of things that you need.
Correct.
Okay. Uteuven, you rolled in at the break of dawn the day before, having managed to grab a last-minute ride on a late trader's caravan who he himself was running behind. What would you do with your day to prepare?
Gosh, get a haircut. If I want to have any hope of buying or selling anything, I need to trim up my appearance a little bit. It's been 2 weeks on the road.
All right.
A haircut and a meal would be fantastic.
Okay, so again, probably staying closer to the inn that you chose. I'm I'm going to say it's funny that you both happen to choose the same inn, but I'm also going to say that it's kind of convenient.
I hope it's because the service isn't terrible.
No, actually, the service is not terrible. The service is fantastic. Let's see. We'll go right here. The inn and tavern that you've both chosen to stay at is called the Slaughtered Lamb. It is located right at the north end of the 6th Street Plaza. The Slaughtered Lamb is a bustling, popular inn and tavern located in the heart of Eildor. It's easy to see why it's become such a well-loved establishment. The tavern is always filled with the sounds of laughter, conversation, and clinking glasses, as well as the smell of delicious food and ale. Even more so with the upcoming celebration. If you guys aren't going to go out to venture through the city, instead waiting for the morning of the night of the event to go and get your badges, we can proceed directly to that. Unless you'd like me to describe the inn that you are in.
We haven't physically met, correct?
It's true, you haven't, not yet. But you do both report to the same briefing at 9 a.m.
Understood.
I'll give you a little bit about the tavern and then we'll go there.
Perfect.
The tavern's proprietress, Fightin' Finn as she's known locally, is a woman with a fierce determination and an unbreakable spirit. Legend says she started the tavern with little more than a leaky keg, a shack, and a dream, but her hard work and dedication have turned it into the premier tavern and inn of central Eildor. Her reputation for fairness, generosity, and hospitality has earned her a loyal following among both locals and travelers alike. The interior of the Lamb is warm and inviting, with a large fireplace at the center of the main room that provides both warmth and light. The walls are adorned with various weapons and shields and hunting trophies, giving the tavern a rough and ready atmosphere. The wooden tables and chairs are well worn but sturdy, and the bar is always stocked with a variety of drinks, including Finn's famous brew, the Blackout Stout. The inn portion of the establishment offers clean and comfortable rooms for travelers with soft beds and warm blankets. The rooms are tastefully decorated with simple furnishings, and each room has its own small pyre stone place to keep guests cozy during the colder months. The tavern's menu is also simple but satisfying, with hearty dishes like roasted meats, stews, and breads. Finn takes pride in using only the freshest ingredients and the best spices, ensuring that every dish is bursting with flavor. The ale in particular is a favorite among patrons, being a local specialty. Overall, the Slaughtered Lamb is a beloved fixture of Eildor, and if you were just coming into town and asked anyone where you should stay, chances are they would point you right here. So that's where you guys are staying right now. And if no one's going out to, like, you know, check out local shops or anything like that, case the city, we can just go right over to the briefing.
I'm fairly certain Taven only has enough money for the simple things at the moment. So
fair enough. He managed to pull together enough coin for a haircut. All right, well, then we will go to the morning of the event. Garma, you wake up in your room. Obviously, It's as quiet as can be in the busiest tavern and inn in all of Eldor, which is essentially the capital city of the southwest corner of Thaerennor, or of the continent itself of Thaerennor. So you wake up to the sounds of drinking, laughing, and things downstairs. I'd say you have about an hour before the briefing. To get there on foot might only take you about 15-30 minutes.
Sounds like I've got time to go get something to eat downstairs.
That sounds like a good idea. I don't know about you, but I don't work well on an empty stomach.
I certainly don't. So I guess I'm just I'm gonna get myself straightened out and then make my way downstairs and try to blend with all these happy festival goers.
Okay. Let's see. So when you go downstairs, the room is already packed. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning, and already the people are drinking. This is essentially pre-Mardi Gras.
Sigh.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna hope that I can weasel my way into a spot at the bar, and get somebody's attention. So maybe I did smell the stew all night, and now I'm absolutely famished and could use some. And I guess I'll try one of these blackouts too.
It's a good idea. It's a good call. Yeah, well, sure, the place is already packed, but it is still almost 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's not asses to elbows yet. Getting up to the bar is fairly simple, and who you see behind the bar... Let's see, did that work?
I see her.
I see Fightin' Finn.
You see Fightin' Finn? Excellent.
She looks ready to
Yeah.
throw down.
Finn is a not tall woman. She is of average size. But she certainly looks larger than life. She's powerfully built, and with very obvious lizardkin attributes in her lower body. A tail always clutching a thick bottle of whiskey. Fiery red hair, brilliant green eyes. A blue outfit, a pouch on her hip, and sauropodian feet. She's taking orders and drinks, laughing with people, smoking her cigar. Finn's voice is loud, and her mirth is louder. She catches sight of you, leans over, puts an elbow on the bar, gets her face close to yours, moves the cigarette out of the way and says, "What do you need, huh?"
I suppose I smelled the stew all night. I would like some if there's still any available.
Ha!
And I've heard great things about the blackout, so I would
Hawk!
like one of those as well, please.
Get some stew for this chick. What was that about my? What was that about my stout?
I heard good things about it.
You see the tail put down the bottle of whiskey while she's looking at you. Pick up a mug. Place it under a large tap on a big barrel that's sticking out through the wall and start to pour. What is coming out of that barrel is pitch black, but with a lovely brown froth on top. She's like, "Oh, you heard right. This might be an ale town, but this is a stout tavern." At just the right moment, the tail, with perfect timing, flicks that tap off, takes the mug, and turns it over to set it right in front of you. Hawk is going to have your stew ready for you in no time. What are you in town for? I'm presuming for the celebration.
Yeah, I've been called to serve on the NSF, and I've got a briefing here shortly.
Oh. So, you're on the security force. Okay. Hawk!
That's what you want to call it.
Hawk, double order of stew! Don't worry about it, I'm gonna give you a voucher, okay? Everything you eat is supposed to be on the Citadel of Vengeance's tab while you're in town. I'll get you a refund on your tavern fees, too, later. Just don't forget to stop by.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. You enjoy that. Take a few minutes to like it. I'm going to go get a couple other of these orders. And when I come back, let me know what you think.
All right, thank you.
Finn gives you a wink and steps away. Inhumane. It's probably about the same time. Hey, Heelbot, you're right. Wily tavern keepers get you, sure. Actually, Finn might be a more on the level than most, but you can never trust them entirely. So Inhumane is probably about the same time for you, and since you're in the same tavern, again, probably about a 15 to 30 minute walk to the Citadel of Vigilance. So go ahead and let me know what you want to do with your morning. Are you also grabbing a bite to eat?
Assuming I already had to get up and study my spellbook for the day, I am a little grumpy that the bar is already as packed as it is, but I knew what to expect. It's just at different hours than what I am used to.
I'm sure of that. Did you want a moment or two to go over your spells in your spell book, or are you already basically set for that?
I'll keep the same list. It's my basic utility list. It works
I gotcha.
for now.
I don't know if you heard me, Heelbot, because I realized we were in an ad break, but you're right. Finn is a little more above the level than most, but you can never trust a tavern keeper completely. Alright, Inhumane, well then you get to decide. Are you going down for food and breakfast?
I'm going to require a meal as well, yeah.
Alright.
They expect me to do any type of work at this hour. 8 a.m. This is ridiculous. I gather my bag, my staff. Oh, my spell book. I'm going to stuff that in the bag. All right. Let's do this. Let's go.
Alright, as soon as you step out of your door, you hear someone shout for someone named Hawk to make a double order of stew.
And I am immediately wondering what type of meat they have.
You see, just, again, a bustling and already full tavern. This place is probably the second most packed tavern you've ever seen in your life. And only the second most because of where you come from. Still,
right.
Impressive for a city that isn't even half the size of home to have a tavern this full this early. Very impressive
that they're here this early. Yeah.
Right. There are 2 spaces left at the bar. One next to a very large Vitsak who is doing his best to sing a song you're fairly sure is in the wrong language. And one at the end. Closer to a fox-faced Umber.
And mostly black.
In mostly black.
Well, logically, I don't have to worry about the Umber elbowing me accidentally during a meal, so that would be where I would go.
All right. The moment you sit down, this fiery-haired woman is in front of you. Elbow on the corner, takes her cigar out of her mouth and says, "What do you need, hun?"
Madam Finn, I have no idea how you contend with people this early in the morning. My mother would have never allowed people in the bar this early. I understand it's a celebration, but my gosh. Please, I beg of you, madam. I need your best meat. Medium rare, more rare than medium. And a very tall glass of water.
First of all, honey, madam, that's rich. Second of all, the best meat in the place is behind the bar. And that's currently off limits. But I can get you the second best meat in the house, which is Marmok steaks. If you don't mind Marmok, it's locally sourced. There are Marmok farms a little ways south, but they produce some of the best meat on this side of the God's Heart depths. And I always make sure that I get first pick. So if you're
fighting Finn, my darling woman. As long as it's bloody.
Well, I can't guarantee that it'll still bite you while on the plate, but I'll make sure that it's rare.
Thank you. Thank you graciously.
So, let's see. If I can peg you right... You said your mother... You're probably from home, aren't you?
If you know Naya of the Midnight Snack, that is my mother.
Naya is your mom?
Yes, ma'am. Indeed.
Oh no, I know exactly who you are, Tay. I met you once. Oh gosh, I don't know. It was years and years and years ago.
Was I small or tall, madam?
You were small.
Then it has been an age.
And you're sure all you want is water this early?
Mother wouldn't have it. It is outside of the hours of night.
It's true.
I have to keep a level head, at least long enough to keep this spell book in my grasp.
This is true. If I know your mother at all, interestingly enough, mediation is kind of her thing. Moderation. Well, what brings you here? And she turns around and out of a very large, what looks to be pewter container, like a large pewter-shaped, like barrel-shaped container, she places another mug under a tap. And this pewter container, has what looks to be a thin layer of frost all over it. This is obviously a container that has been made with ground rhinestone in it. It'll keep any liquid in it cold forever. Pours a nice big cup of water, sets that in front of you.
I am going to down the majority of that as she talks.
What brings you here to Aeldor? Teuven, I guess I can't call you Tay anymore. You're almost as tall as me.
If you ever met the old man, I ended up apprenticing under him.
Yeah, I remember. There was back when we were when I first met you, your mother was talking about getting you tutelage. But the old man, you say, that's interesting. It's been a long time.
He insists that I find work.
Well, I insist that I find work, so I can understand it. Well, hey, that's interesting that you chose to come here for... I mean, did you know that we were having the Night of Defiance, or...
Gilead received a message of summons, and, well, as his apprentice, he passed it along to me.
A summons? Wait, are you working on the night security force too?
I am.
Garma, obviously, since they're right next to you, you hear this. How do you respond?
I'm looking down at this mug of blackness that I've managed to order, and I have no idea how I'm going to drink politely. And I
Sorry.
put my hand to... Is Ute even sitting to my left?